Singapore's total employment saw its largest quarterly drop on record in the second quarter of this year, bringing the contraction since the start of the year to 147,500 as the COVID-19 pandemic hit the labour market. The Manpower Ministry urges companies to ensure they've explored all avenues before any retrenchment. Chloe Chu with more.
The total number of people employed fell by nearly 122,000 in the second quarter of 2020. This is more than 4 times that in the first quarter. The Manpower Ministry says the decline was sharpest in the services sector, such as F&B and retail businesses. Construction also saw a steep decline in employment, but manufacturing was more modest in comparison. Overall unemployment rate rose to nearly 3% in June, from 2.4% in March. This is the highest Singapore has seen in more than a decade. However, the ministry says this remains below past recessionary highs. The overall unemployment rate was 3.3% in the third quarter of 2009 during the global financial crisis, and 4.8% in the third quarter of 2003 amid the SARS outbreak. 6,700 people were laid off in the second quarter of the year. That's double compared to the first quarter. The number also surpassed the level during SARS, which was about 5,500, but it's still below the peak of almost 13,000 during the global financial crisis. The Manpower Ministry has again urged companies to explore all avenues before retrenching any employee.
There will be occasions where it has caught the employees by surprise because the companies have been more reserved about sharing with them what their status is. The way this retrenchment process is handled is critical. There has to be an understanding of the pressure that the workers face. There has to be understanding that we need to accord them with dignity and respect.
Mrs. Teo says even with more economic activity resuming, Singaporeans should err on the side of caution.
I think it is reasonable for us to adopt a more cautious attitude, and that is to expect that it hasn't bottomed out. Of course, it all depends on the sentiments amongst the companies in the economy. Some are resuming activities. But even as they resume activities, they may ask the existing staff to take on more responsibilities rather than to proceed with hiring.
But it isn't all doom and gloom. HR experts say there are certain skill sets that will ensure one remains employable.
The more highly demanded skill sets as we move into this digital economy is really in the innovative skills, things that are creative, innovative and unique. And the other very key skill that it's happening rapidly in the last 5 years is really computational thinking. We are constantly, hiring people in the area of data analytics, people who can actually do programming, people that know machine learning, and also a very new and emerging skill that's happening at a rapid rate is really social media marketing.
Besides the healthcare sector, Dr. Lee says innovative companies like Amazon and Netflix have continued to hire.